It's all about the leader. First one up, boys. First one up.
Crouch!
Right.
Set! Hold red.
Tommy, first. Hey, jump, first. Stand back, stand back.
Keep the ball!
My bag? Oh, I think it's over there with City Stack.
One. Set.
Yeah, no, please fighting it.
Hey, how you doing? Have you got a headset today or
Yeah,
just someone? Yeah, thank you. Oh, that's okay. I'll just go straight away, mate. No, it's open. Alrighty, joining the call now for Brothers versus Noosa. 10-5 is your scoreline. Just came out of the reserve grade shed, so can't give try scorers. Unfortunately, not sure who has scored what. But this is Tanoi Ford, straight through the middle, looking for support, and knocked down there by Buckley. So it's play on Brothers. Looking to consolidate a 5-point lead early in this first half. How good is that field, Mike? Listening to all the action as Brothers just rumbling it forward slowly now. And this one out the back to Preston. And that's a trademark clearance there, high and long. And it's going to bounce, coming backwards and into a Noosa hand. Now looking left. That's a great long shift. And pushing forward into the teeth of the defence. Penalty advantage now, Noosa. Brothers working across. Jenkins low chop. And now straight into the middle. That's a big boy. And Jazz Hands working hard. Connecting with Farnham there in contact. Mikey Fields, good tackle. But Noosa rumbling forward ever so slowly. And now a shift. Looked right, now left. And Noosa Brothers both undefeated. It's a top of the table clash here. On the alternate field, field 7, unavailable due to the weather. So we're on the main field now today. And Noosa still rumbling down the left-hand side. And it's a penalty to Brothers. Great work there, and it seems to be Hayden Burnett and Sam Arman being embraced there, coming out of that contest. So great work from the centre and flanker, putting some pressure on there at the breakdown. And Preston, long ball, and Buckley hit, but still going, and now looking for the outside. Fast feet, and Buckley, he's got the speed, going to put it on the toe. That's a great kick staying in. It's Jackson, Notsuyama, and Kerwin walking forward, and Emerson Jackson. Yokoyama gets it down. It's not right out the back. And now Noosa working forward. And a penalty there to Brothers. (10-5), and it's a pivotal part of this first half. Brothers looking to wrestle back momentum after a good try from Noosa off the scrum. It was a good effort from Brothers to try and stop the number 8, but it was quick hands out to the centres and a good try in the right-hand corner. It's going to be Jared Young arriving to this one first. Jazz hands, sharp shoulders, whatever you want to call him. And it's the removalist, Jack Packer, to throw this one in. JC bobbles it at the top, but Natsuyama still coming down with it now. And Brothers stabilising. It's another penalty, and the ref reaching for the pocket early here crowd getting involved. And it's going to be a yellow, is it? Yes. It's a yellow card for Noosa. So brothers rallying together for some early momentum. And Preston putting the ball on the ground. Is he looking for a 3 here to consolidate a lead? And he is. So we'll settle it down now for brothers with the 3 points. And as we mentioned before, top of the table clash here today. Noosa starting the season very well with 2 wins over University and Maroochydore, I believe, with brothers getting the win over Caloundra at home and then Caboolture in an away fixture last week. Brothers on top with 4 and against, but you'd probably say Noosa are the favourites heading into this one with probably more calibre under their belt in the wins column. With 2 very, very tough wins. One of them away from home, I believe, at the Cotton Dome. Preston looking for an early 3. It's a good strike. Likes it, and it's over. So brothers will take an extended lead here. It's 8 points. And it's a good start for brothers, and Noosa just settling into the context as well. It was Tom Cox, the first try scorer for Noosa, and for brothers, JC Van Resbergen with an early try. James Preston converting it, and 2 penalty kicks from that point forward. 13-5 is the score, and we're back underway. Jenkins takes the kickoff, and that's great footwork to evade the first defender there, and now brought down. Slowly working up, and that's a knock-on from brothers. It's Van Rensberg, sorry. Brought into the side today, Matthew McPherson, unavailable due to personal reasons. I'll leave it at that. Matty, you know what you did. So, yeah, JC brought into the second row today. He's experienced there, played a lot of A-grade and reserve-grade footy for brothers over the years. And it sees Noah Brogdon go to the edge that Matty normally occupies. So the captain on the flank again, and he suits that position. Noah Brogdon, a brilliant defender. The chop tackles are his trademark. And he'll be looking to exercise that from the edge today as Noosa. And that's a strong scrum there from both teams, just holding into the contest. We know the scrum from Noosa has been a weapon early. Just such a big and physical forward pack as Farnham. Low chop there. And it seems an advantage, is it? The ref raising the hand or just keeping brothers on side, I believe. So still moving forward here. And Noosa working hard. And now a left shift. Preston rushing up. Did he get a hand on it? Doesn't matter. Out to the wing now. And that's a good tackle by Jack Buckley. And they're working it back into the middle now, Noosa. And now outside, working forward, Pala Fukufaku. And that's a try for Noosa. Uncertain on the try scorer there. But a good shift to the left-hand side. And brothers just looked a bit flat there in defence. The scrum from both teams was a bit stagnant. So maybe just the energy being sucked out of the game just a touch. Noosa are going to close the gap now to just 3 points. And so in the reserve grade fixture before this one, Noosa getting a nice win, 36-0. It was a 31-0 half-time lead. Brothers doing a good job to keep it tight in the second half, but credit to the Noosa reserve grade side. A physical win, and brothers, you know, a good effort there in the reserve grade, but unfortunately just unable to get the result there. So Noosa, the reigning premiers, they'll be looking to build into this season, and they're always great at recruiting. They've always got depth. As this one is just across the face. No, it's in. So a great conversion there. That's Noosa's new man in charge with the 10 on his back. That is Carlos Kemp, after Joey Caputo departing the club at the end of last season, playing for Uni in Brisbane Prem Grade. So just shows the type of calibre that the Finns have had through their team in the last few years. As Jackson getting up, knocking that one back, and Natsuyama under pressure. And the ref's going to make a decision here, I believe. Knock on brothers, is it? going to scrum it down to Noosa in the centre of the field. So not going 10 must be the call. I'll tap back. Honestly, unsure about the call here, but it is a scrum Noosa. If I was a betting man, I'd say Noosa are going to go to the air here, trying to put Brothers back under pressure in their own end. This will be a game of field position here. It's nice weather, actually, not too hot. Nice cool breeze coming through. As well, reset this scrum here. And in comparison to last week, it was very hot and sticky. Both teams having to work hard, and especially the week before as well in the Battle of Nicklin Way. So weather cooling up as it gets into winter now, and we've been very lucky to have the rain stay away in this contest. Hopefully that's a continued trend. And a good scrum by both teams there, just holding the pressure, and it's an even battle. And shape for the kick, but now a very long push out to the right-hand side, and not too great pressure, but just getting the pass away now and working all the way to that left-hand 15-metre channel. Excuse me. And now Noosa. Looking for an attacking kick, flying forward, and the bounce is just too much, so it's going to go out there. A good kick by Carlos Kemp, and known for really taking risks in the last 2 weeks when it comes to the attack, and it's been coming off for Noosa quite well. They've been able to score points in a lot of their contests through quite a lot of flair in the back line, which is very trademark for Noosa. They've always been a very good attacking side, and it was a Kemp to Forrest kick there that was just too much, but Brothers under a bit of pressure as that one is good by Rensbergen, brought down, and man, straight into the centre, breaking one tackle, and now brought down, and it's going to be a clearance for Preston, looking for line, that kick shaping, and out there. So a great kick for touch there, James Preston. And he's just so consistent when it comes to the clearance, keeping Brothers in a lot of contests. And it's a credit to the work he's put in the off-season, leading this team around the park. He's been fantastic to start the year, as Brothers now looking for a defensive line-out stance where Noosa, they can attack this. And just to the middle there, brought down. A not straight call by Brothers, but it's a play on as that hit the deck there, but now they're moving back into the centre. Shifting out to the left-hand side. And that's a strong run there into the teeth of the defence, as now they're going to shift. And that's Kemp off his left foot twice and now brought down, and they're going to go left again. So seem to be consistently working to that edge, Noosa, setting up for a big spread. And that's a big man, Soane Makasini, back in the centre of the field, waiting for his chance to go at the defence. They're going to look for him now. Kemp, short ball, Makasini. Good run, but better tackle there underneath by Liam Jenkins. And now, chip over the top. That was Tom Cox, and this one's going to come down for Buckley. Buckley searching for his options, and he's going to back his speed down the outside. Jack Buckley down the left. Has he got support? Calling for the kick, but he's just going to work back, and that's brilliant from Jack Buckley there on the kick reception. And now Preston looking downtown. That's a brilliant kick if he gets the bounce, and that's going to keep running. And it stays in there, Kemp. And now Kemp looking for the clearance. Is he? Yes. And that's a great kick. It's going to stay in. And I'd say Preston's going to return serve here as he keeps that one in. Great effort, Preston. Asking Buckley, should we go to the air? Puts up a nudge. That's going to find some turf again and run. Brothers need a strong kick chase here. And they're going to push up now. Kemp taking it again, and it's a game of kick tennis at the moment. Torp is the option, and that one goes straight out of bounds for the clearance. So Brothers getting the better of those exchanges as the removalist gets straight to the line. Ready to go to work. This is where he makes his money, Jack Packer. Stalwart in this A-grade team for a while, and line out just slowly improving as the year goes on. Can they ice this now back in attacking territory? And it's Jenkins straight to the back. JC calling for it. And the hands just over the top. Knock on referee. So advantage Noosa rolling forward with it now. Nothing wrong with the throw there from Packer. JC just fumbling it up the top, unfortunately, but making up for it there with some good defensive effort. And now Noosa going left, working forward now. Stepping off his right foot there is the fullback, Paula Fukufaka. And short ball there. Atkinson working forward. Jenkins appealing for the Pilfer, not going to get it. Kemp look for the dummy. Macassini, brilliant tackle underneath Brogdon, bringing the big man down, and now Kemp out the back. This is Manu. Manu working forward. Preston bringing him down, but Manu, that's a hard man to handle. Manu Macassini, the M&Ms. Working forward, Shaw, short ball, Macassini looking to pull forward and just hanging on there. Brilliant tackle underneath Mikey Fields, and now Noosa putting on some pressure. Only a 3-point gap. They could take their first lead of the game here. And Macassini at the line. Brilliant tackle underneath. He's lost it, has he? And that is unbelievable defense there by the captain, Noah Brogdon. And Noosa with a bit of carry on. And the referee should really take a bit of ownership there. I mean, Noosa making the error, Brogdon just getting up, walking away, you know, doing his job, and Noosa with a bit of carry on. So we know these teams, you know, don't like each other, I suppose. I mean, Brothers, last real chance at a premiership. Noosa knocked them out in the preliminary final at uni with a kick from the sidelines. So these teams have gone toe-to-toe in a lot of heated contests, and has been a while since Brothers really got the best of them. So they want this today, Brothers. It's back to Brothers Day. So a big shout out to all the Brothers old boys, the juniors today. We had a lot of our senior players getting down to support the juniors this morning, which was fantastic. Some boys jumping behind the canteen and whatnot. Just a good example of the family club culture that Brothers is trying to instill moving forward. And a special shout out to the founders of the club as well on a day like today, all the former presidents, committee members, current committee members as well, everybody who works so hard for this club. Days like this, you know, it's a credit to their efforts, and the Blue and White will definitely be wanting to repay all the effort put forward as Yokoyama's going to feed this in, and Noosa, a strong scrum there, but straight to the back as Arman steps off his right foot, rumbling forward, and he's a hard man to handle, Sam Arman, as he brings this one down on the right-hand side. Yokoyama finds Preston for a long clear, and this one's high, holding up in the air for a while. It's going to stay in, and brought there by Fukufaku. And then into the line, Brothers giving away a penalty there. Noosa with advantage. They're going to work it back into the middle. And that's a good tackle underneath there by Kerwin. And now working it forward. Packer underneath. And the ref's going to come back now. And calls time off. Could be a warning here for repeated infringement potentially. Or will he go to the pocket straight away? And Noosa here finding touch. It's a great attacking opportunity, and say over the last 10 minutes, they've probably wrestled back the momentum in this contest. And they've got an opportunity to really ice it here. And they go to the rolling maul and just rumbling forward slowly. It's a big physical pack. Brothers are going to have to do a lot to hold this out. It's still moving and now brought down. Was it legal? Referee hasn't intervened, has he? And it's going to be Brothers' ball. So that is brilliant there from Brothers, holding out the rolling maul of Noosa. Great effort. Get the ball back here. pack it down for a scrum. And scrum will be reset there, will it? Or short arm brothers. So just Preston to find the line now. And a long kick there, Preston definitely finds touch. So brothers now will set up their defence. Around 40 out from their own line. And Noosa getting it at the back there, and it's going to be a rolling ball midfield, but a dummy there to Tanoi Ford, and just work forward slowly there by Noosa. As brothers with the line speed, potentially lost there, but Brogdon will steal it regardless. And it's quick play now, brothers, working with advantage. Kerwin looking for the quick hands, but won't be able to get there. And it was an advantage, so the Kerwin knock-on will stand as the decision. We're going to have pack it down now for a scrum to Noosa. This one's going to be reset now for a free kick to Tanoi Ford with the quick tap, getting it out to Kemp. Kemp looking long. And now the fullback for Noosa, working forward, back inside. That's a great ball. And brothers scrambling to defend this one now in their own line. And Noosa continue to rumble it forward towards the sticks. This is their best opportunity yet. And now this is out to Manu. Dummying, very close now, and brothers scrambling to form a line. And now back inside, pushing forward. Harry Wright, the vice-captain, now out. Preston, strong tackle there on Atkinson. He's brought down. Going out left-hand side. It's where they scored their last try, as that's Ben Heath just rumbling it forward. Still moving with the leg drive. And brothers, good defence so far. Back out left-hand side. And rumbling it forward, Noosa. They're throwing the kitchen sink at brothers here. An appeal. And the ref will pull it up here. Having a chat with both teams. And now a chat with the sideline. An infringement from brothers. What will be the play? So it's a knock-on, is it? Or offside? Signal, please. Knock-on, Noosa. Scrum it down, brothers. So a great defence on the line there from brothers to hold Noosa out. In this game, just in the balance at the moment. And it's going to be a goal line dropout, it seems, is it? Seen a signal from the ref, unfortunately. Yes, goal line dropout. This game in the balance. Noosa looking to really take it by the scruff of the neck, as this is Atkinson working for. Now it's Kemp, sorry, long ball. And just lost there over the top. Good pressure there by Emerson Jackson. And that will be half time. So 13-12 is the scoreline. This one really in the balance now. Just a 1 point difference, but brothers still hanging on at home.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, the beast back. Adrenaline pumping through my veins, can't relax. Original, I am not the same as these cats. I sting them if they never ever mind and they beeswax. I don't ever cap, but I'm wearing like 3 hats. Never been a rat, but I know where the cheese at. You'll never get a trophy cause they all here where we at. You better believe that. When it's all said and done, I'll still be here standing. Never took a loss and it ain't something that I'm planning. I dare you to say something, my focus is A1. Every dog has its day, it's been mine since day one. This is real grind and I'm still climbing. While you still trying, I'm still shining. It's real blinding. And I'm getting hotter too. Talking top 2, I'm not a 2. You let the pressure bother you and I do what I gotta do. Let's go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. They ain't coming close to me. Flow is on atomic, I'm starting fires through poetry. The hardest out, staying loyal, no falling out. And if you step into the court, be ready, we balling out. Yeah, the coldest of teens, they know what we bring, don't try us. They know in between, we go for these dreams in silence. Hard work, don't mistake it for magic. We been shooting in the gym, this is target and practice. Yeah. And I'm just getting started, getting my feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, all black dress code. Pay me my respect, collecting every debt. Oh, the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard.
And we're back here for the second half. And a big second half in the context of the competition here. Both teams wanting to stay at the top of the ladder, and it'll be a 3-0 start for whoever comes out on top here. 13-12 is your scoreline, brothers, 1-point lead, and that is out on the full by Noosa. So a lapse of judgment there off the kickoff. And brothers, this is a massive opportunity for them to take this by the scruff of the neck now and go with it, roll with it, get some momentum. Scrum on halfway, and it's an A-grade debut off the bench for another Canadian individual here Tane, don't have a last name, unfortunately, but arrived on our shores from Canada this week. And for anyone just joining us, 1 try apiece, Tom Cox from Noosa and JC Van Rensburg for Brothers, with some conversions and penalty kicks, picking up the scrums. And as I just mentioned, this is a big scrum, nice and early here in the second half. The error by Noosa. It'd be interesting to see what Brothers do here. Is it a quick clearance? Do they have a go? It's our man, Kerwin Buckley, and another new gentleman on A-grade debut out here on the right-hand side wing, Keegan Tuhega. And on the left-hand side, Preston and Jackson. And Farnham out the back. Yokoyama has a dummy, and Yokoyama pushing forward. Our man, Kerwin and Burnett, smothering the ruck like a fire blanket there. Hayden Burnett. The fire blanket, the burn net. I think I'm onto something there. The Englishman, beautiful hands, and just hands now out to Jackson, and just pushing forward. And you can't do that to the front row. You can't do that to the front row. It was front row at a winger, and they've pulled it up, but a good effort there. And now a penalty for back chat. So Noosa will be rumbling that forward, and you don't like to see that from any team in any grade. So we love and respect our referees here on the Sunshine Coast. They work so hard to be very consistent across all grades, and we're very, very lucky to have them here on the Sunshine Coast. A great group of referees led by Sean McCormack, Ollie Lane, just to name a few. And there, Burnett, underneath with the tackle as Tanoi Ford still rolling forward ever so slowly now. And this is Shaw into the teeth of the defence. As Burnett again, brilliant tackle, the fire blanket. Unbelievable on this edge here is Kerwin with a strong tackle there. Noosa rumbling forward. And still rolling there, Shaw into the defence. And now looking long, getting the ball out there, and it's quick hands, still rolling forward, Noosa. Gisbert Batona working forward, the wingers combining, and it's a penalty to Brothers there. In from the side, I believe, is the call. In this game, it just continues to be an arm wrestle. Both teams working very hard to try and make a statement on this one, and Brothers probably, I suppose, at victim of falling into a bit of complacency. Saw that against Caloundra in the first round. Probably didn't put the foot on the pedal when they needed to, and this is the opportunity to put their foot on the pedal, but that one not going out. So a mistake there, Brothers, but they will have the ball now, just at the 40 as opposed to the 20. So still a gain in field position, but important to secure this now at the line. And this game is moving very quickly as Packer rushing the removalist to the line to get this one in here. And it's going to be Jenkins at the back, just bobbling it up. Oh no, that was Tane there as Yokoyama brings it down. Wrestled to the ground, and Brothers will have it at around the 50. And now Preston. And it's the bomb pushing forward. Kerwin and Burnett. And now this one hits the deck. Farnham pushing forward, and he's going to bring him down. So Brothers, good option there, and Noosa now will scramble for a clearance. Or do they have a trick up their sleeve? Numbers thin on the right, but they go, on the left, but they go to the right. And potentially looking for the clearance now, set for it. And that's a good kick there, Noosa. So not out there, unfortunately. Preston working down the touch line, staying in and getting a nice present there for Yokoyama. And Jazz Hands, hard off the right foot. Sharp shoulders, Jazz Hands. He's got more nicknames than first names, but just give the penalty away there. No attention to detail there by Brothers at the ruck. And that's a poor mistake, just allowing Noosa back into this contest. And thanks to the viewers for joining us again today. I'm solo today. Unfortunately, Brendo is away for a birthday weekend, leaving me here solo. But shout out to Brendo watching from Melbourne. And both teams just taking a break for some water now. It's been a fast start to the second half. Still just the 1 point gap between these two top of the table teams.
Here are the more holes. Yeah, hold on.
Time back on now. And go to the line. Noosa feed here at the line out. And Shaw brings that down, and it's Ford on the inside, losing it there, Noosa. And Brothers. And it's Natsu Yokoyama with brilliant pressure. And, I mean, he has just been such a nice bonus for this Brothers team. He brings such great intensity and experience, playing all of his junior footy in New Zealand, and he is as tough as nails, Yokoyama. He's been a very brilliant addition to this A-grade team this year. So we'll pack it down now for a scrum. Just catching up with results from around the Sunshine Coast rugby competition. Brothers Cricks Cup getting a win last night over Gympie 12-0. One of the most interesting rugby games you will hear about. 68 penalties and 9 sin bins. So a interesting introduction to Friday night for the year with Nambour beating Noosa. In that one there as Brothers, they lose it, do they? Yes. So it's going to be a repeat of Noosa's error there. Paddy Kerwin brings a lot of energy into this back line, but they're just making an error. So last night, Nambour and Brothers getting their Cricks Cup seasons off to a good start. And in the reserve grade competition, Brothers going down 36-0 to Noosa. Uni getting over Maroochydore today, 27-5, and unfortunately, Caboolture having to forfeit the reserve grade competition again this week. And a good scrum there by both teams as they go to the right-hand side. Ford breaks, and now they're working down the right here. It was Ford to Pavina, and then into contact as Brothers rushing very quickly to this breakdown. And Noosa able to scramble there. Slowly rumbling forward, and the ball comes out, and knock on Noosa. Brothers playing with advantage if they can get the ball now. And this one, it's just an arm wrestle at halfway. Both teams trying to get the best of this contest, but it remains in the balance with just a 1 point deficit. And you'd have to think it'll be the team who blinks next. It'll be the team that just takes their foot off the pedal a touch. The next try is so crucial for both teams here. It's a chilly afternoon. You don't want knock-ons. You don't want to be standing out in the back line getting cold. You want action. And I'm sure we're going to get some here at the Barracks.
Strong scrum there from both teams. Noosa with an effort to have a push, and Preston is going to put this one high in the air. And it's Kerwin knocking it back into a Noosa hand, and it remains in the hands of Noosa there as they roll now to the right-hand side, looking for a spread, and they're away now. Down the right-hand side, Noosa put it on the toe, pushing forward. Is it a Brothers hand on it? No, Noosa diving on it, and Brothers will get the penalty now as Preston looking to go quickly. Is he? He's going to slow it down now, looking for line. And Noosa, that is what they're capable of here down the right-hand side, and it's a quick shift. And as I mentioned before, they've been fantastic early in the season with their attack. It's been absolutely electric. 36 points in round 2, 22 points in round 1 up against Uni there. The Brothers doing a good job to hold them out here as a substitution. The only Karma coming on for his first game of the season. Another guy who's been around the club for practically the whole time. I think the last 3 years here, as Jenkins works hard to bring that one down. And Preston into the middle of the field. And it's going to be a penalty now for Brothers. And it's back chat there from Noosa. So one each. And these teams, I mean, they really need to fix up their discipline, both teams. That's what it's going to come down to here in a one-point game. The team that can be disciplined, hold field position, play territory, put the other one under pressure will most likely get the result at the end of the day here. We saw a back chat penalty blown in the reserve grade game, so it is good to see that the Sunshine Coast referees are sending a message to these teams to ensure that they understand back chat is not acceptable, not just at Sunshine Coast Rugby, but any form of the game. So, as I said, we love and respect our referees here on the Sunshine Coast, as Preston is going to look for the 3 here, and it's an interesting goalpost, the shorter posts, and Preston, such a high striker of the ball. Preston, low strike, and just away to the right-hand side there, unfortunately. So it's going to be a line dropout, or a 20-metre dropout now from Noosa, as Brothers scramble to stop the short one. And Noosa, they just play with so much flair. You never know what they're going to do here. So they were looking short, but now have pulled it up. So a deep restart is assumed now, and they work this one right-hand side. No, that is brilliant from Noosa. Absolutely brilliant as they retain that one there. Taken by McAiney, and now working back to the middle of the field. It's their captain, Levi Shaw, with a strong carry. Still going, and now just brought down there. And out the back now, and they're going to shift it down this left-hand side. This is Goodall with the run, straight into contact, and Kerwin strong over the top there to bring him down. And now Williams into the frame. Jenkins underneath. Such a big physical pack, Noosa, as their Fuka bringing it down. And working into the middle here, Noosa. That's another strong run there. Harry O'Connor. And Atkinson, great tackle underneath Kerwin, but Atkinson still rumbling forward slowly, and Noosa, it's the best they've looked in attack, as the fire blanket just getting up there a little bit ginger. And Noosa will have a penalty here now, about 40 metres out. Do they think of the 3? Against the wind, it would be a tough ask. Would mean they would get the lead here, as Hayden Burnett looks in all sorts here on the right-hand side, just taking a knee there, headgear off. Seems like his afternoon is finished. And a concussion, I assume, there for Burnett, unfortunately. Just going through the HIA process there, but Van Rensburg running straight onto the field. So Burnett, it's unfortunate for him, a young fella, fresh 18, coming into this A-grade side, and he's had a really good game today. Even earned himself a little nickname, which he's been really keen for. But a great club man, Burnett, came up through the junior system, and you know, wishing him all the best there with what seems to be just either a little niggle or a concussion. As Noosa, with this wind, 3 points is a bit advantageous, so I would assume they would go for line here. And he's got a good boot on him, the 10, Carlos Kemp. And line will be the call, and it's going to soar over the head of Jack Buckley. That's not hard to get it over that man, but into touch it is, and a prolific mauling team, Noosa. They tried it in the first half in the left-hand corner, and Brothers with a resilient stop. So will they go again? Do they have a trick up their sleeve? And this one hits the deck, and Mikey Fields takes it and puts it on the toe. And that's a brilliant kick by Mikey Fields. He is so experienced as Rensburg leading the chase here. And it's Fuka. Struggling with that one today, unfortunately, as this one will come down for Leone Karma now and breaks the first tackle, and Karma down the left-hand side. Leone Karma still going and working back into the teeth of the defence now. A brilliant kick reception. Packer calling for it now on the right-hand side. They go left, cut-out ball. Rensburg bringing it down. Noosa over the top, appealing, but no cigar there. As Yokoyama looking right. This is a good chance for Brothers. Brogdon out the back. Preston. Jazz hands, hits the hard line. It's still rumbling forward there, Jared Young. Good attentiveness to the ruck there by Brothers. And a knock on is the call there by the referee. So Jared Young, it was a good line, but unfortunately just losing it there in contact at the end. And both teams just really struggling to put it all together here. This is such a tight contest, a great game of footy. And it's going to come down to a moment here. We were calling for it in the Battle of Nicklin Way with Jack Buckley. There's just a lot of players in both teams that can really put their stamp on this one. We know that Noosa roll with a lot of attacking flair. Brothers can score from anywhere as well. Don't go anywhere, folks. This one is going down to the wire yet again, and it's what you'd expect. Two top-of-the-table teams, both 2-0 to start the year, looking to make it 3. 13-12 is still your scoreline as we'll pack it down for a Noosa scrum. Going right, Noosa. Looking for the clearance, and that one angling back in. Buckley takes it comfortably on the chest. Looking to link now, and that's a long ball. Working it forward off the right foot, and now pushing forward. Strong run, looking for the offload to get the hand free, but just take that one down and present, and he has to be off his feet there. And Noosa steal it down the left-hand side, looking for the toe, gets it on the toe, still rolling around. Our man back in coverage, and he's just going to let it go out here. So a great play there by Noosa down the left-hand side, and it was a good shift and kick there by Diego Pavina. So again, both teams just struggling to find momentum, but this is a good chance here for Noosa. It'll be Packer to feed this one in. As the referee will stop time here for a substitution, I believe. Time back on. The line out front to Jenkins over the top, and Fields takes it down, and not straight is the call. So Noosa, they will be on the attack now. It was Manu looking for that ball. Gee, he'd be a chance to just crash straight over here, that close to the line. Manu Macassini, the M&Ms. Macassini off the field, and Williams is on now for a good game in reserve grade, and that's a good tackle underneath. Van Rensburg, Brothers. This is a good defensive stand, and it's a knock on Noosa. Brothers, again, just doing enough, showing enough heart on their line to defend. And this has been such a great second half so far. Both teams working really, really hard to defend their line. This is rugby, folks. We're going to have a 1 metre scrum, maybe 2 metres. Not too sure how close they are, but it looks right on that post there. As Packer, Fields, Young. I mean, these gentlemen would have packed well over 500 scrums together by now, you'd think. It's such an experienced row for Brothers and for Noosa. Just such a big physical pack. They've always got the ability to push scrums over, rolling mauls just to win contact. And Yokoyama looking now for Preston, and Preston, this one high and just out of bounds there. as one of the supporters has had an absolute shocker. Covered in mud. Good thing he's wearing a brown shirt. That is the worst effort I've seen in a very long time. And this man is going to have to explain to his friends that no, he has not pooped his pants. He's just had an absolute shocker. As Noosa bringing this one now. Fake rolling maul, Atkinson. And that is Noosa working it back into the middle of the field now. Shaw with a strong run. Mikey Fields underneath, good tackle. And Noosa well back on the attack now. And it's a penalty advantage, it seems, here by Noosa. So they're going to throw this one around. Goes out now to the right-hand side. And Brothers still scrambling here on their line. That was Heath there with a good run. Bit bunch Noosa, but looking to set up for a spread to the left-hand side here. It's Kemp and Goodall out to the left as they're going to work it forward now. Manu into the line. Now looking left. This is Kemp inside. Tipped. Oh, what a play there. And if that one didn't hit the deck, he's tipped it up into his hands. I can't see that being a yellow card. My interpretation of the law is if it's tipped up and caught before it hits the deck, then it isn't intentionally knocking it down. Unsure whether that's what the penalty's for or they're coming back for advantage, but a chat here with Brothers captain Brogdon. Not too many more for Brothers is allowed in the penalties department, and Noosa, they really need to get a result here, whether it's 3 points, 5, 7. They've occupied too much time in Brothers' half now throughout this second half and had too many opportunities without icing it, and it seems like it is going to be a 3-point attempt here. So Noosa with a chance to take their first lead of the game. Restarting now. And Noosa with a 2-point lead as they look for the clearance here. Redemption from the supporter, he's got it. And that's massive for the confidence of that man there. He's been through the wars today, but makes up for it there with a brilliant catch. And now Brothers. And now they can score points from their own half. They're going to need to here. Down 2 in this one. And long there, Van Rensbergen reaching for it, but just falling out of his grasp. Seems around 15 minutes left in this one with a 2-point gap between these teams. As Rensberg underneath there with a good tackle. And Noosa, well, you'd think if it's another 3, another try, they'd really be putting their foot down as Karma, safe as always in that corner. And Brothers get it away. And this is Buckley down the left-hand side, staying in, trying to play it again, but they're going to settle it now. Yokoyama working back, and Jenkins, the all-reliable, pushing forward now. And now Brothers, so they look for a clearance or an attacking kick, and it's a bomb now, centre field, Preston. The kick chase from Brothers needs to be better in this part of the field as Fuka, I'm going to go with that. Works it to Kemp on the right-hand side, and this one angling outside. Preston taking it now, and it's a game of kick tennis again. This one, a long bomb into the centre of the field, looping. It's going to find touch. Turf, and it's going to bounce into the hands of Goodall, and he is going to shoo it back now. Bit of torp on that one, caught by our man, and he's not going to kick. He's going to go straight up the guts there, Sam Arman. Strong contact, and Brothers. This one hits the deck now, and it's going to be a penalty, Brothers. The wind has settled down. Can they rush for a kick for 3 here to take the lead? Or are we going to find touch and work forward here? And it seems like our man's still on the deck after that one. Very strong contact and a great run there. And this game, even though Noosa have wrestled it back with a 2-point lead. I'd say probably still in the balance. No team really taking it by the scruff of the neck and running away with it here. And, well, Brothers will need a moment. Down 2. I don't think 3 points is enough to win this game from either team, really. I think a 5-point lead probably isn't enough for Noosa. 2-point lead regained isn't enough for Brothers, so it's going to take a moment from either team, and it's been such a good defensive game by both teams. Only 1 try apiece, separated by some conversions and kicks. And that's what you want in a top-of-the-table clash. And Brothers coming into the year probably a little bit of an underdog, you'd say. I mean, not really doing as well as they wanted to last year. And, you know, you've got your heavyweights in the competition. Noosa, University, Caloundra, Maroochydore have been around for well over 50 years now. And Brothers, just their 5th year in senior footy. And for them to be competing with these top teams and going to arm wrestles, it's a credit to the club and the senior coaching staff. And on the other side of the coin, Noosa just continue to be so consistent up the top. Their recruitment is fantastic every season. Their retention is fantastic every season. As Preston, this is for a 2-point lead. And it's over there, James Preston. So Brothers will regain the lead here. Just up by 2 in a tight contest. I had to guess around about 13 minutes to go with some stoppage time included in that equation. And really, it's just going to be the next team to blink. I've been saying it for a while. Penalty kicks can keep the scoreboard ticking over, but it's not going to win this game of footy. A try from either team would be so important here. And working forward there. Keegan into the teeth of the defence. And Brothers bringing it down. You assume for a clearance here. As this one, Preston gets it out now. Buckley just over the head. And it's going to hit the turf now. And this one along the ground looking for touch. It's rolling. And it's going to be a penalty from Brothers. Diving over, I believe, is the call. So this is a big penalty in the context of this contest. As Brothers just wrestling back a 2-point lead and now have an opportunity to get down into Noosa's half. And Noosa have been so resilient today defensively, just allowing the 1 try early in the 3rd minute. But since then, they've been really, really solid, not giving Brothers much field position or much good ball really to play around with. So Brothers, that needs to be the focus for them. And for Noosa, it's just about consolidating the defence and ensuring that they continue to hold Brothers out here. A 1-point lead for Brothers, my apologies, not a 2-point lead. 16-15 is your scoreline. So this one well and truly still in the balance. The removalist defeated in. Jenkins set at the front and fights for it well there. A brilliant take there, Jenkins. And this one, Preston. Long ball brought in there by Farnham, looking for the offload, but keeps the ball tucked in there underneath the arm. Yokoyama fighting for that one. Gets it back now, Preston, long ball. And this is Kerwin right into the teeth. He's played in South Africa. He's played in Canada. He's played in the United Kingdom. And now a penalty. Noosa in this game continues to make fans of either side nervous. You can't shut the book yet on either team. This is such an interesting contest. And what do you do here if you're Noosa? You got the win behind you. He's just set the mark. They're going to go to the line. 3 points probably isn't enough here. They know they're going to need a try. And really, the next team to score will be probably favoured in this contest, considering how tight of a defensive stand it's been from both sides. It's been so hard to come by points. Noosa bringing that one down there, right. And into the defence there. Good tackle by our man over the top. And it's a shift now for Noosa to the left-hand side. Pushing forward is Shaw. Noosa, they've got numbers right if they can use them. But just working down the left-hand side here, pushing through. Brothers appealing a knock-on, but it's play on, and it's Manu pushing towards the sticks, working there. Are they working for the three? Are they going for the try? This is a moment, brothers. They've got to be resilient. They've got to be disciplined. They've got to be superheroes here, brothers, to hold out this Finns attack. And it's a knock on there by the Finns. Brothers, hold on, and Buckley, a shift. Good defence there, Noosa. They're playing with advantage. And that is the third time that the brothers have forced a knock on by Noosa on their line. This defence is truly inspiring stuff here. And look, the club spoke about it all week, back to Brothers Day, really about embracing the juniors. And they're putting out a performance here, brothers, win, lose or draw, that they and the junior clubs should be very proud of. The resilience, the heart, the way they're just playing for each other. You can see they are knackered out here today. Both teams have been putting in a massive effort. And this game just still in the balance. It's tough to watch. I'd hate to be either coaching staff right now. Just a very nervous style of contest. Both teams here just stopping for some water. Backing down for a scrum now, brothers feed. Both teams calling for their forward pack to stand up. It's a big scrum. This one just remaining in the balance. Both teams have been very good as our man pushing forward. Noosa strong over the ball, but brothers, better attention to detail there. Brilliant. Now Preston looking for the clearance. And that is a great long kick there, Preston. Touch judge will call it out at about the 40 there. So Preston is just consistent. Every single time from inside the 22, you can almost guarantee it's going out past the 40. As Van Busker, Holmstrom coming onto the game now. Great effort from Mikey Fields today. A great club man, club captain last season, and just continues to show up every year, Mikey. I think he wants to retire, 5 years ago, but he's just so important to this team and just continues to bring such great experience to this pack as Noosa rumbling forward, getting some momentum here and working with it. And now tip there from short of right. It's advantage, high tackle there. So Noosa, they can throw this around with the guarantee of a chance to take the lead. Kemp, dummies, looking for it. And it's a Noosa man down here. I think that's their captain right, taking a knee. That's not what you want to see. But the game will continue down the right-hand side here as it works back into the middle. Noosa just rumbling forward ever so slowly and slightly. But this is good structure. Manu, a tip out the back. Noosa, they've got numbers. It's a long ball, and it's too long there, but we'll come back for the advantage. And the referee calling for time off here, whether it's a drinks break or is he going to have a conversation with the touch judge here? Was that a malicious high tackle? I think if I had to throw two, Bob in there, did slide up from shoulder to head, but definitely contact to the head. Really hard to say, a bit of interpretation. Is it yellow card worthy? I'd say no, but they've been strict but consistent, the referees here on the sunny coast. And And if it is a yellow, then that's what it is. Having a chat now, and it is a red card. That is quite an interesting decision there. I think I've seen worse not called, but as I said, you know, the referees on the coast, they do such a fantastic job here to be you know, so consistent and work so hard, and you know, a call that you know, may be a big impact on this contest. As Noosa, that's good there. They're going to take a 2-point lead. And Brothers, what have they got? 4 minutes at home. Supporters here in full flight. And Noosa, we know they've got the calibre to hang on for 3.5 minutes. That's no question. Noosa are the premier team in this competition. They have been for such a while now. It's going to take a big effort from Brothers here to get back into this contest. But if any team can do it, it's this team here, 2026. And this one's short by Kerwin. Wind can help it over. And that one hasn't gone 10. So we'll come back for a scrum on halfway. And tick, tick, tick goes the clock. Not ideal there by Brothers. And, I mean, really, for the context of both teams, for Noosa, it's simple. Get the ball, hold the ball, get good field position, run the clock. And for Brothers, they need to get down Noosa's end, consolidate possession, and either get a penalty or produce some magic. Great effort from both teams here today. Can't fault the effort from either side or player. Has been a brilliant contest. When it's one try apiece, you know that the defence has just been so resilient, so strong, and it's not like they haven't been throwing the kitchen sink at each other. These teams have been both attacking with a lot of flair, confidence. And that is a penalty, Noosa, here on halfway. Jack Packer's been asked to play the whole game today, and won't be any complaints from Packer. He loves it. And that one well out there from Noosa. And Brothers, it's going to take a massive effort inside their own 22 now. Noosa with attacking ball and a 2-point lead. Under 5 minutes to go with stoppage time. I'd say we're round about that 5-minute mark. Maybe less, maybe more, but not too much time left in this contest to really compete as Jenkins goes for the contest at the front now. But Noosa just consolidating possession here with a rolling maul as Van Rensburg trying to work there for that one. And they're going to push it now into the middle off the right foot. And that's a good tackle there, Holmstrom. And now they're working to the right-hand side. Van Buskirk over the top, and it's an advantage for Noosa right in front of the sticks. Could this be the contest here? And Brothers already fighting with a man down. Could there be another one here, or just getting someone on for the blood bin? Yep, I believe. So Brothers, they're not making this easy. Right in front, they'll go down 5 here with around about 4 or 5 minutes remaining in this one. The kickoff's the opportunity here. Get up, try and consolidate possession, and they're going to have to work for a try now. And Noosa, they're so experienced. They've got so much calibre in their team to be able to, you know, really consolidate this lead and get the result. So Brothers, young, energetic. If there's any team that can just steal it at the death, especially at home, we've seen it multiple times from Brothers. Working their magic. Have they got anything left in the tank here? Five points the difference. And this might be the most important kickoff of Brothers' season so far. The necessity to get up and put pressure on this one and get the ball back is so, so important. As Kerwin Love's putting it short. Can he get it right this time? And they're going to go long and deep into the centre of the field, asking for Noosa to clear, but Kemp won't do so. He'll work forward and loses it, Kemp. This is the moment for Brothers. A really interesting decision there by the Noosa 10 to go into contact. A straight clear was probably the play there. And Brothers... Look, there's a long way to go here in regards to getting this over the line. It's been a try apiece. You're asking them to score against such a physical and strong defensive outfit in Noosa. This would be such a moment here for Brothers. And then as far as Noosa's concerned, I mean, if they can hang on here, they make it 3-0 against Maroochydore Uni and Brothers. Three of the better teams in this competition. But this has been such a great contest for the top of the table clash. You couldn't have asked for a better one here on Saturday afternoon at the Barracks. Now Yokoyama trying to fish that one out, and he's lost it there at the bottom. Brothers just falling victim of their own errors this afternoon, unfortunately. It's been a tough contest between both teams to really win the momentum, and Brothers just struggling to consolidate that one there, but it's not over. In about 3 minutes of stoppage, maybe less. 5 minutes, I think, is the call from the ref there. So Brothers still in good field position to have a crack here. And if you Noosa, I mean, after the error off the kickoff, I'd say it'll be a straight clearance as the play. Just get out of their own end with a 5-point lead. They are such a good defensive side that they can really back their defense here to have a go and hold them out. So Noosa be interesting, but I mean, if there's any team who's just going to spread and try go the length, they've got the flair and the ability to do it. And there's a strong push, and Yokoyama, that one came out the right side, picked it up straight away and went for it. But it's going to be a repack here of the scrum. And Yokoyama, he was away there. Such a crafty and nimble number 9. And Brothers, it's a strong push, trying to roll Noosa over the ball. They've done it! Brothers get the penalty in front of the sticks. What a moment there. Jack Packer, Jared Young, Joe Van Buskirk. And Noosa throwing the ball away there to the sideline. I mean, if we're marching for backchat, potentially march for a professional foul. Referee giving a warning there. And this is the moment. Brothers, they need a try. They know it. They're going to bring it down here to the left-hand side. Penalty advantage straight away for Brothers. And Noosa, I mean, they can give away as many penalties as they want, really. It's just going to prolong the time for Brothers to either score this try or, unfortunately, make an error. And now Brogdon into the teeth of the defence. Strong carry, clear there by Kerwin. And now looking to the right-hand side. Taken in there by Jenkins. Noosa. I mean, there's no real point going for the ball here, but they're going to go for it. They've already mounted up 2 advantages. So Brothers just playing with free ball here, and they're going to come back for one in front of the sticks. Preston wants it quickly. Running to the mark, quick tap, and they're going to go left. Preston, dummy into the teeth of the defence. There's a support there. And Brothers, they've got to work to get the advantage now. And Farnham on the left-hand side tries his step there on the edge. And Buckley, dummies, working forward. He'll use his feet. They've got numbers on the right-hand side. Wouldn't Holmstrom, the club captain, want to win it for Brothers today? Fields works into the middle and lost there by Brothers. But they've got a penalty. It's advantage. And this game is just so in the balance. It's such a nervous contest here from both teams. And it's well and truly time up now, I'd have to say. I mean, there can't be much long in this one. And is that a yellow from Noosa? It is. So was 15 on 14, now 14 each. So, brothers, they've been able to work their way back in here with a man down. Can they consolidate this? As I said, Noosa can give away as many penalties as they want here, really. It's just about brothers holding possession, building pressure, and getting a result. And they're charging at the line. This is Kerwin. They're close here, brothers. This is the moment. Yokoyama looks left. Working into the defence. Tane there. And now Yokoyama calling the troops right-hand side. Kerwin will take a hit up here. Rumbling down low. Farnham with a strong clean there over the top. Yokoyama works left. Packer into the line. Preston calling his troops. They're working towards the post here. Jenkins with his hands up. He'll rumble forward. Good contact there underneath by Noosa. They've been so resilient and strong, Noosa, here in defence. Kerwin again, Noosa, but rumbling away. Kerwin looking to reach out. Is he just short? Now right-hand side, Farnham trying to use his footwork. He's the danger man. Yokoyama, Young dummies and loses it. Jared Young. A knock on there. And it seems like the teams are congregating here together. There's bad blood between these teams, but this is not going to fix the result or add points to the scoreboard for either teams. And it's an unfortunate error there for Jared Young. He works so hard at scrum times. And I mean, he's been asked to play a full game again here today. So it's going to be a Noosa scrum now. And we saw brothers get the result on the last scrum against the feed. Do they have one final effort here? And if there's one man who knows how to repay a mistake, it's Jared Young. He'll want this. Both teams just having a bit of a breather here as they pack it down for the scrum now. Brothers, have they got one last stand in them? Or is this the icing on the cake for Noosa? Brothers going to have a crack. Noosa, long clear down the ground. It's Monahan now over his head. He's going to have to work hard to get back for it. It's Buckley, sorry. And Buckley working now into the centre. Buckley down the left-hand side. Gets away from one. Jack Buckley. He's still going down the left-hand side. Buckley, can he go all the way? Just brought down. And Buckley, that's the second time he's done it from kick retention there. And Brothers inside the 22 here yet again. This has to be the last play. This is their last chance. Slowly rumbling forward. Natsu wants the ball. Fields at the line. Mikey Fields rumbling forward. And it's a penalty. Noosa over the ball. There's no attentiveness there to the ruck from Brothers, unfortunately. But they're out on the feet, Brothers. They've worked so hard. And Noosa, this is just such a trademark stand here. And there can't be much longer, you'd say. That was probably Brothers' last crack at this. I mean, if it's last play, Noosa clear straight away. If it's not, then you'd think Brothers might have one more crack from inside their own end. We have been treated really to a great contest here. 5 points the difference. And straight out there from Noosa. So it was time up. That will conclude our contest today here at the Barracks. A good effort in a losing defeat there, Brothers. But Noosa just showing their class again. Final score 21-16.
Oh, hiya.